are living a new revolution of urbanization. And it is quite different revolution than the past one of the 20th centuries. The past one was an urbanization linked with industrialization and salarization. And the new one will be quite different. So it is not too easy to understand what is a revolution when you are living it. Because of course, what you have is a concept that were built for the precedent revolution. So our task now is to work, to understand and to act on the new urban revolution in Africa and in the world. But in Africa, it is quite specific because Africa is the continent where the rate of urbanization is the bigger one. And so we have to see how to manage to receive in the future cities of Africa. Well, the main challenges for African urbanization are the main challenges for Africa. And I will tell you, in AfriCities 6 in Dakar, 3 years ago, we received 100 Chinese mayors who want to meet the African mayors. And the president of the Association of Chinese Mayors, he said to Jean-Pierre Elongbassi, who is the organizer of AfriCities, the general secretary of UCLGA, he told him, look, now it's our time. But in the 10 or 20 future years, it will be the time for Africa. Because youth of the world is in Africa. And we as Chinese, we are elder. And secondly, natural resources of the world, a large part of natural resources of the world, including for environment, are in Africa. And you have very dynamic African entrepreneurs. So you have a chance at one condition, that you build really a governance, a public governance that gives you the opportunity and that define African sovereignty. So I think these are the main challenges for Africa in the future years. To build a governance, a public governance, to avoid to be under the domination of external powers. I think that local government could play a role very important in the respect of rights of migrants and the possibility to welcome migrants and to send them also. So this youth generation is a migrant generation. And secondly, this youth generation is confronted to one problem that we call the unemployment diploma. They had diploma, but they have no work. And they are linked with all the world by internet. So you have a new generation with a new culture, a new generational culture. This generational culture is a new kind of link, articulation between individual and collective. Because it is individualities. Of course, they are part of the African groups, but they are also individual. And they are informed. And so all this new generation will build the opportunities and the way to address to all the challenge for urban Africa. Well, I think that the role of partnership is secondary. It is important, of course, it is very important, but the first role is the will that African population take in charge their future. And on this basis, partnerships are needed and possible. Partnership with other countries, with our continents. And to do this, it is needed to transform the geopolitical situation, to invent something like a new phases of independence and decolonization. So the partnership with other countries have to be reinvented. One of the ways to do this is decentralized cooperation from cities to cities, including the need to invent decentralized cooperation inter-Africa, between African cities. I think the think tank of City Alliance is first to work on strategy. What is the meaning of strategy? The meaning of strategy is to have an answer for urgency. Urgency is a need, and urgency is the life condition of people in cities. But urgency is not enough to address real problems. So we have also to have a long-term perspective. And the long-term perspective is to reinvent new urban conditions and new questions, and to answer to the future question. So the strategy is to link urgency, what we have to do immediately to improve living conditions, with a long-term perspective. I think this is the role of the think tank. I think that to have a better communication, to explain, is to start from people living condition, and to give the word and communication to people. That means to know how people are living, what are the questions they have, what are their urgency, what are their thinking, because it's on the dynamism of people that we can build something else. So the first, I think the first condition is to give the world to people, to know how they live, what they refuse, what they want, and what they are ready or able to do. And then, on this basis, we have to work on the public power, that means local governments to national governments, and international institutions, and also to work with others. That means to work on a research basis with experts, consultants, scientists, all that can give some proposal and some explanation to people. I think that we are in a period, you know that we are, Africities will work on the future of Africa, including in the agenda of African Union on 2063. Why 2063? Because it is 100 years after the independences. So, what will be Africa 100 years after independences? And we are at the middle. We are 50 years after independence. So, we have to see first what was done. What was done? Formal independence, it is done. This is the first. Secondly, scholarization and education of people, of society, new society, it's a change. Opportunity of new economic development, it's a change. But there is also many problems. And the problems is the nature of the new societies, and the main problem is a problem of inequalities. More inequalities than poverty. Because on poverty there is some little progress in some countries, but on inequalities is the reverse. So the main question is on inequalities. And the answer to inequalities is a question of rights. So African institutions and international institutions, they have an agenda. The agenda is access to rights for all. You know, the question of informal and marginal is a key question. Because before to know how to do, we have to understand what we mean by this. And for example, urban policies are really linked to the conception of informality and marginality. For example, in the 20th century, the conception in the year 50 to 70, for example, informality and marginality was considered as criminal. So the answer was removal. And urban policy was eviction of slums. But from the 60s to 80s, it was a new conception of informality. It was the conception that informality was the result of inequalities. And so we had new urban policies. And these urban policies was upgrading, and not removal. But in the 90s, we have a new conception of informality. It is narco-trafficking. So we come back to removal. And now we are in the beginning of our century. It is a new conception of informality. It is a conception of individual possibility. And so we enter in urban policy of gentrification. So we have not to answer to the question, if there is informality, how to answer to informality. We have to ask, what society define as informality? And what they want to have as future. So Africities is the meeting of African mayors. And it is the only continent where you have a meeting of the mayors of all the countries of the continent represented by the National Association of Local Authorities. And so it is really the most democratic meeting of Africa, because the meeting where you have the most elected people coming together. And you have in Africa between 15,000 and 20,000 local authorities. And the meeting of 3,000 of them at the same place to discuss of their problems and of the problem of Africa, gives a real idea of the diversity of Africa and the unity that they want.